How would you like to earn 1% per week on an option trade? Recently, when I was talking to one of my coaching students, Ricky, he was asking me, is it even possible to make 1% per week? So I answered his question by going one step further by telling him, not only is it possible, but then demonstrating it and showing how I can actually do it. First, a little bit of background of what Ricky was doing wrong. Now, as it turns out, he was following my option trading strategies, but unfortunately, he was picking the wrong stocks for his trades. Now, he was getting his stock tips from his brother, who was getting those stock tips from his friend. Now, there was no telling how old these tips were, and truth be told, those stock tips might have been good when they were originated, but by now they were so old, I'm sure that the window of opportunity was long gone. And now Ricky was entering options trades, feeling confident that he had an inside edge. And now he was finding out that on every Friday expiration that his trades weren't working out in his favor, and he was starting to panic and getting depressed with his losing trades. So clearly he wasn't following the 3 steps to my simple option trading. So for step number 1, put together a list of good stocks that you could use for options trading. In step number 2, figure out the profit potential for each of those stocks. In other words, how much money can you make by trading the stock option? And for step number 3, trade the option. Let me take a moment and run through those steps real quick before I show you my profitable trade. Step number 1, with over 8,000 stocks being traded in the US stock markets, and of those, 5,000 have options trading available. Your job as an options hacker is to figure out which ones have the most potential given the current market conditions. So I spent some time with him and some of my other coaching students focused on stock picking strategies and using a combination of fundamentals, technical analysis, plus watching and following trending sectors and industries. Be sure to get my free one-button stock screener. It's the tool I use to help me pick stocks for option trades. You can download it at my website, simplestockscreener.com. Well, now that you have a list of the top 10 stocks that you can use for options trading, what are you supposed to do with them? Well, in step number 2, you review each of those stocks to figure out which one has the most profit potential. And that's why for myself and my coaching students, we always use this picking stocks for options analyzer. So in step number 3, after we know which stock will give us the biggest return on our money, we go ahead and execute the option trade. Now let me walk you through a demo that I showed my coaching students. So using my one-button stock screener to start off with, I was able to find a number of stocks that had a lot of potential for my options trades. And then I went through and I looked at each of the stocks, reviewing not only the fundamentals, but the technicals, as well as the overall market conditions and how it might affect this stock in the future. And now I have the best one that I could use for my options trading to give me a profit. So now let me take you behind the scenes and show you the details of this trade. So here's the actual transaction record from my account history, where you can see I sold a cash secure put for stock symbol MARA that had a $12 strike price and an expiration date of July 29th, 2022. Now I submitted this order on July 28th, the day before the expiration, and it got filled later that morning at 11:12 a.m. Pacific time. Now for selling this cash secure put, I received a premium payment of 23 cents per share. And so when this option contract got filled, I received a total premium payment of $23. So I found some potential stocks, I picked what I thought would be a good one, and on the day before expiration, I executed an option trade and received $23 as the premium payment. Now let's jump forward one day and find out what happened on the expiration day. Okay, so here's a daily chart going back approximately 3 months to May of 2022. Now let's zoom in and take a look to see what happened on the expiration date, July 29th of 2022. And we could see that at the end of the trading day, this stock closed at $12.98. So my cash secure put had a $12 strike price, and the closing price at the end of expiration was $12.98. So the market price finished above my strike price, which means this option contract that I sold expires worthless. And so the money that I had reserved as my collateral is now released and returned back to me. Plus, I also get to keep the full premium payment that I received when I initially sold this cash secure put. So this is a great option trade for me. I only had to reserve $1,200 as my collateral. I received $23 as the premium payment for selling the cash secure put option contract. And so my net profit for this one-day option trade was 1.9%. That's almost 2% in one day. So step 1, find a list of good stocks. Step 2, review the stocks and find the ones that have the most profit potential. And step number 3, make money by executing the option trade. And it all starts by picking good stocks for options trading. And you can get a free copy of my one-button stock screener by visiting my website, simplestockscreener.com. I'll see you over there. And now, at the end of expiration, the market price finished at above my, and then at the end of expiration, and that